Yeah, hey, Catalyst friends and partners, thank you for engaging with Nigeria. We're grateful to share some small updates and excite your heart for prayer, and we hope participation. I was back in Nigeria at the end of April, and we have a training site in a place called Kefi, and we did the fourth module there, that's biblical theology, and at that site we have guys on the ground providing instruction on the modules in between our trips. And so this is something of a test case of it having an accelerated cohort. And so they're able to finish the training in half as much time as our typical 4-year program. So we're thankful for that. We'll go back in November to pick up Module 6 there. One of the brothers there will handle Module 5. We graduated a group in Kano earlier this year as well. Kano is in way northern Nigeria, in a state that is under Sharia law. And so our brothers and sisters there are surrounded by largely Muslim culture. In fact, so much so that the Christians are so few, they're not much of a bother. And so they're able to navigate in the faith pretty well and pretty carefully because they don't much move the needle and cause too much trouble there. However, our brothers and sisters continue to suffer severe persecution. We know that and remember that the U.S. Did a military strike in December of last year up in northwest Nigeria. That cooled things for a little while, but the persecution's back to where it was before then. In fact, I have several articles here of dozens of brothers and sisters there killed and kidnapped by Fulani herdsmen. They are militant Muslims, a nomadic people who will find villages and burn the churches and kidnap women and children, kill the men and such. And every one of our students has a story related to, in fact, more than one story related to some sort of persecution like that. At our training in Kefi, we have a number of students who are from Plateau State. And if you were to Google anything about Nigerian persecution, that's a hotbed now in Plateau State. We have dozens of students with family members and friends who have suffered and in fact lost their lives because of their faith. And we're so grateful to share those stories with you, and they want the world to know about that. What we're most impressed with, though, is that although they mourn that persecution, none of them want retaliation. They don't want some major military action. They want their churches to be strong. And so they're begging us to come train more pastors into further areas into Nigeria. From Abuja, outward, Abuja is the capital. We've graduated 2 groups around there. We have this new group in Kefi. And in between, our brothers there have started a more permanent site. It is completely staffed and ran by Nigerian pastors. We don't even show up to that. We might show up to visit for a day, but we don't handle any of the instruction. Our brothers there are doing that, and we are thrilled to see that next generation. That's the purpose of Catalyst. We don't want to be there long term, and so the training is taking root in those sweet areas. We have graduated a number of years ago 2 sites in Kaduna. We have training again starting in Kaduna here recently. Kaduna is in the middle belt of Nigeria. That is a flashpoint between Muslims and Christians in Nigeria, and so it's a very dangerous area for a number of our brothers and sisters there doing the training. And we hope that you'll pray desperately for them and often for them. They want to be faithful until the end, and that's what they want you to pray for them. They want to love Christ until the end, no matter what, and they're happy to see us in glory one day as a result. So thank you. We hope that you'll adopt Nigeria. If you don't have, or your church doesn't have an area, we're happy for you to adopt Nigeria as your main focus, and hope that you'll pray not just about supporting those projects, but sending people with us to a much needed area. We have way more opportunities in Nigeria than we have resources and people to go. We have pastors begging us every trip, 3, 4, begging us to come to their village and handle the training. And we would love to do that. We would love to see that started in those areas, but we'll need people to do that and just help. And so we hope that you'll consider that going forward. Thank you, and the Lord's blessings on you.